white supremacy. They can perpetuate it, but they cannot enforce it. They call him as the enforcer. So he's not he's the military behind white supremacy, even the Uncle Toms. He's the protective force that they have. So even if they perpetuate it, he backs it. He's the strong arm behind it. So we begin to think that it's our own people that's doing this. But if we go out and say we're going to educate black people about the knowledge of who they are, our community has let these black organizations rise up. It was not our community that stopped them. It was the devil that stopped them. It was the white boy that wanted to bring down Dr. York's organization. So he conspired with those internal members. Now, don't get me wrong. They played a role. They were greedy. They were materialistic, or they had their own agendas. But he was sitting. He was a sitting, predator, waiting. And I read the book in its entirety. He said, I could not wait to bring this man down. He said, I tried every effort that I could to bring down this man. But nothing worked. But he said, when those people came, that was our opportunity. That was the chance I've always been waiting for to bring them down. Now, if you got somebody that evil sitting on the side, how mad can... Because them black people ain't got nowhere to go. Them black people could not bring down Dr. York's organization. It took all these police cars and all these infiltrations and tactic methodologies and wiretapping and following them and running up on them. It was the white devil that organized maliciously and demonically to bring down the black institution. A black person, people can be mad at you if they want to. But who can they call? Who can they use? No black person have never had a strong enough organized force to bring down a black nationalistic or revolutionary group. It's always been at the aid and assistance of the European. Whether he's getting in there, turning them against each other, or whether he's the person that they call, it's him. If you check him, you don't have to worry about black devils because they have no demonic resources. They have no demonic source that they can pull from. A black devil can be mad. I don't want to see y'all do this. But they're not organized enough to contest it because if they can't bring down a white devil, you can't bring down a black god. So my whole point in saying that is we should get mad at the right person, at the right people who are perpetuating these atrocities. The black people that work for the police department is really doing a job. Now, they're going to get repercussions and karma for even having that job. But it's just a damn job for the most of them. It's the European that's orchestrating, that's manipulating his resources and his privileged positions to appeal to ignorant, passive, submissive, deaf, dumb, and blind black people. He's waving trinkets in front of their faces to turn them against their own race. Who should we be more mad at? You can get getting at your people, but as long as you allow the wolf to keep sitting by the road while you on your way to grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? You could say that Real Red Riding Hood or whatever shouldn't have talked to the wolf. But damn it, the wolf shouldn't have been there, man. Why was the wolf allowed to sit on the damn side of the road and prey upon whatever black victim that was dumb enough to engage, you know what I'm saying, in any type of dialogue or interaction with him? At some point, you got to go at the wolf. Because when you go at the wolf, then the black people start seeing you as the wolf. And say, well, that wolf is more, I'd rather not, I'd rather deal with that wolf. I'd rather not have to deal with that wolf than to go ahead and deal with that wolf. Because if I know if I deal with that wolf, that other wolf on the other side of the road, that wolf with that red, black, and green cape on, it's going to be a lot more dangerous because that wolf lives next door to me. That wolf is right up the block. That wolf know what time I come home, what time I'm leaving. That wolf got several wolves. It's a goddamn wolf pack of them. So I'd rather... You know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned about that wolf than I am concerned about trying to conspire and talk to this wolf. Because that wolf say, I can protect you, I can offer you in police custody, I can offer you that. But them wolves look like they've been hounding a long motherfucking time for a sellout ass Negro like me. I'm just keeping it real. And you know what I'm saying? I like to, be nice about this, but it's just a reality. Until they realize that black nationalism is a respectable enough force, we cannot even command respect for our people. And I agree with everything that you said earlier about accountability, and there's no other way, man. Everything that you said earlier, I wholeheartedly agree with. There's no other way. If they cannot respect if we can't command the respect of our own people, we are not worthy of leadership. We are not worthy to bring about a revolution and to build a black nation. Why should they respect us? Because we growing locks? You know what I'm saying? Why should they have respect for us unless we become respectable? They go to African countries, they don't respect Africans, but when they go over there, their countries is in order. You go to Africa, they say, you're going to follow what we say when you come over here. If the average African American go to Africa now, they're going to listen to black leadership over there. Why? Because they know them people will cut their arms and legs off. You see what I'm making? And then dealing with the issue of what you said about family. You can't have a family. There's no such thing as family in revolution. Y'all hearing what I'm saying? I'm going deep now. This is going over some people's head. There's no such thing as family in revolution. The only role you can play is a revolutionary. That's the only, you cannot play husband, you cannot play wife, you cannot play son, you cannot play daughter. The only role that you can play is a revolutionary. That's it. The child is being raised to be a revolutionary. The daughter is being raised to be revolutionary. The wife better be a revolutionary. The husband better be, grandma better be a revolutionary. Everybody better be a revolutionary. And the concept of revolution must be bigger than family, because family is Cosby's. This elite black family over here and black Wall Street family over there. But we won't have families until we have a revolutionary society and a militant society who can protect the peace and harmony to allow a family to exist in. So we got to be revolutionary before we can be families. Because our concept of family is based upon assimilation. Because if you can't protect your family, it ain't even your family. If you can't defend your family against all enemies, then you don't even have a family. You have an image. You have slave quarters. You understand the point I'm making? You have relative slave quarters. That's what our family is. The children is not ours. DCF is coming to get them from you. You don't send your children to school, DCF is coming to get you. You can't even have a real relationship with your wife. You talk too loud, the police is coming to get you. So how do you have a family unless you can get these motherfuckers up off of you? Right. To have your family, you just making? Until you can do that, the hell with later for family. It ain't even a family. Right. It ain't even yours. They'll let you know this ain't your family. Nigga, get up out your house. Yeah, your house. Stop about your house. And if you don't move about your house, we'll move you, because this is our family. We have social vested interests in your family members becoming fuel for our capitalistic imperialist society. These are our slaves. They got our social security numbers, our birth certificate. This ain't your family. These are citizens of America. And then, fuck America.
And then drop a seed on a woman and have her file child support.
On you. They're not your family. You can't raise them by your laws and rules. You got to raise them by their laws and rules, what they say you need to do. So you can't have a family until you can first have a revolutionary change. And when we say revolution, we got to have government and nation. But revolution means an exchange of power. That's why we say you got to be revolutionary, because when power is exchanged, it'll just be our government, it'll just be our nation. But there's going to have to be an exchange of power. Power has to be delivered into our hands to have what we want to have, to build what we have to build. And until that power has been completely exchanged and transacted, we can be nothing but revolutionaries to that point. We can be nothing revolutionary. And Tupac has said it pretty interesting. And I'm trying to remember the exact quote from that Thug Life. He was saying that, you know, you have to be a gangbangers until we get our shit back. He's like, until we take our shit back, we're a thug. He said that in the Resurrection DVD. He's like, how can you be anything but a thug when they got your shit? There's no other image for you until you take your shit back. You see the point I'm making? He said, kicking the door, picking the lock. Talking about get your shit back. Until you can do that, you cannot have a family. It's not yours. So we have to encourage all of our people to be revolutionaries. Assata Shakur was a revolutionary mother, a revolutionary, you know. There's no other position. And anybody who aspire to the concept of family versus the concept of revolution are counterproductive to the real revolutionary struggle that we actually have. They're counterproductive because their concept of family is isolated from the real dramatic struggle, the real drama, the real confrontation that is happening to our people, they're going to hide and run up into their little house or this little family and pretend like nothing else is affecting them, that they have no responsibility